Hello, Survival Family. I know I did not announce this chat, and honestly, I wasn't really planning on doing this today, but as you guys I let you know that our internet's really bad here. Hi, Baby Survival wanted to say hi. So I just wanted to go live because it's going to be way faster than me trying to film a video and then upload a video, and yeah, so I will probably not be on here far too long, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about things because things are heating up quickly. Just to let you know, this is going to be also dependent on somebody cooperating, and he's probably going to want to take a nap soon. So you guys probably already know, but they let us know that Nancy Pelosi was traveling for like personal business, I guess. She was going to a bunch of different countries, and one of those was Taiwan. And everyone knows everything going on with Taiwan and China right now. It's very, very heated. And so China said, and I guess this was like later last night, that if Nancy Pelosi tries to come into Taiwan, they're going to shoot down her plane, that she is not welcome there. And yeah, and that it's basically a declaration of war between China and the United States. So it's kind of interesting because obviously Taiwan's still their own country. I think they are very politically intertwined with China, and China does kind of control a lot of what they do. However, they're their own country, so it's just like kind of interesting that they haven't even like really like commented on this. I'm sure it's probably because they don't want to cause any more issues with, China. They're trying to kind of maybe stay out of it or something. I don't really know. But her plane has landed in Taiwan. So obviously, I don't know if this was calling China's bluff or whatever, but they obviously didn't shoot her plane out from the sky. However, it's just very interesting that she's there. She didn't even really say what personal business she has there. I do find it interesting, though, our own government was saying, we couldn't stop her from going over there because everybody is in a tizzy over this, even at the White House. And they're like, we can't really stop her. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we could stop the dang president from going somewhere if we thought it was too, unsafe for not only them, but our nation. So I just thought it was really kind of interesting. But I can say our family and pretty much our community, because I've run into several people today, and everybody's on edge, and I kind of have watched these posts roll through Twitter and roll through Facebook, so I think the entire United States is kind of on edge right now, and I believe the world, honestly, because one wrong move, and this could spark World War III. So I think everyone's kind of just, holding their breath right now, and just kind of waiting, I guess, to see what happens. Sorry, just got someone in the chat commenting. I am terrible at doing lives. That's why I don't do them. Did you just hurt your knee? You're okay. So DC Prepper, I think, hold on, live chat. I think China will do anything with Pelosi, in Taiwan. Honestly, my personal opinion is, I think Pelosi is in on something. I think something is going on, and I think Pelosi is in on it. So I don't think, oh, that's your opinion? I don't personally think that they will do anything to Pelosi. I don't know if that's your question, but I do think that something is going to happen. Whether it be something small behind the scenes that we aren't seeing, something's going on over there, because why else would she be there, especially with all this tension and stuff, and especially with China putting that threat out. You know what I'm saying? So something's going on, so whether we see it play out or not, I don't know. But that being said, I think that this event, because like I said, so many people are on, they're worried right now for good reason, because we're all kind of holding our breath and waiting to see is this going to cause a war, is it not? So I think regardless, I think if any little tiny bit of negative information comes out of this, I think people are going to freak out. I think they're going to rush to the store. I think it's going to be the TP Crisis 2.0 of a couple years ago. So I guess that was one of the main reasons I wanted to jump on here and just say, hey, be ready. If you have some, something that you're lacking in your preps, or if you have something that's missing, make sure to go and stock up, because I do think people, and they might even already be doing that with her over there, are going to probably do a run on the stores and make it even more empty than what our shelves already are. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're all just kind of waiting to see how this plays out. But yeah, so to answer your question, I guess, I do think that something's going on, but I'm not sure we, the little people, are going to be included in on it. But I don't think anything will happen to her, because I do think she's in on the jig, if you know what I'm saying. Which I think is dumb, because I think that she and these leaders that are in the United States, we already know we have moles in our government. Sorry, my little guy's moving. I gotta make sure he's not getting into anything. I think they're gonna be the first people that, if China or Russia or whoever does take over the world like they want to, or does at least get some of their plan done, I think that those people are gonna be the first people that they probably say goodbye to, because they're traitors of their own country. Why would they keep someone who just betrayed their own country? You know what I'm saying? So I think they're idiots for being involved in that. But yeah, what do you all think? Like, are you seeing people panic in your area? I see a couple people jumping on here. I just know tensions are really, really high in our town right now. I think everyone's kind of freaking out. I just don't understand why she's, over there in the first place. So yeah, and I also know, so I'm not going to say like their name or anything, but we have a couple friends who their husbands are in the National Guard. And the National Guard, for the most part, it's very, very rare that they would get deployed anywhere else. Like, they're here to protect our nation getting deployed. I've had 3 National Guard friends. All of their husbands got deployed this last week. They said that they are going to be stateside, but they said that they can't even tell their families where they're going, which is pretty kind of typical. Most of the time, I feel like their wives know. So I just thought that was kind of interesting that 3 friends got deployed. Like, where are they going? Especially if they're here. And it's not just like, how they have their like once a month training or whatever. It's not that. Like, they're literally going to be gone, they said, at least a month. So that's really interesting with all this stuff going on with Pelosi. And now you're deploying our National Guard. So like I said, I do think something is going on. I just don't think we might not be included in it until it's either too late or pretty far advanced. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about that, and just give you a warning of, hey, make sure you have what you need, because I do think people are gonna panic here. So there's not too many people commenting on here, and that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So I think I'm gonna chop off here. Leave me a comment in the section down below, though. What do you think is happening? What do you think her business is over there? Oh, DC just commented. I work 1 block from the Capitol in DC. I have seen a lot of motor... Sorry, this thing keeps disappearing. Again, this is why I don't ever do live chats. Motor saved going down things. Yeah. It's like, what is going on? And at one time, I feel like in the United States, I feel like they let their people know. Like, obviously they haven't always told us everything, but they at least like kept us, in the know on things. And I feel like because our government has become so corrupt, and because like there's so many moles and stuff, I call them moles because I think there's a lot of people, and I hope you guys would agree with me on this, that do not have our best interests and are making trades. We already know our president's in bed, with China. So it's just kind of interesting. Nice hot day here in the Windy City. Ugh. Is it really humid there? It's so humid here. I wanted to take our little guy outside, and it's just like, you can probably see I'm sweating now because we have been trying to save on our air conditioning and keep it low in here, but it is so humid here. I guess that's something else we can talk about, because I've seen a lot of like conspiracy theories going on lately about like weather manipulation and stuff. I haven't done a ton of research on it myself because of our garden just like producing and everything. Hi from Wisconsin. Hey Alex, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. But I've seen that the heat and stuff, and I guess I could kind of see it because it's been really hot here in Indiana, and it usually gets pretty like warm in July, but not much into August, and we've had like over 100-degree days here lately. So I guess, I don't know. What have you guys heard about that? Like, do you think that that's one way they are trying to kind of manipulate our food supply and stuff? Sorry, I thought I saw a comment come in here. This is why I don't do lives a lot. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting. I also saw, I was going to hop off here, but a couple of you have hopped on, so that would explain snow and ice. South Texas last year. Yeah, Texas did have a lot of weather, and I feel like they're also being hit again. I kind of feel like they're going after Texas because Texas was the first to kind of say, hey, like, we don't want to be a part of the United States. Like, we're doing our own thing, and they've really fought back. I'm proud of them and Florida, but yeah, it is really weird that they got weather. Why did I not even think about, you know what, the flooding down in Tennessee. We're going to get a heat wave soon. Oh, that's terrible. I hate being hot too, and it's hard because you work out in the garden and stuff, and I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a baby when it comes to heat, but Texas can become its own country. They really could though, and honestly, I would move there if they did, because they, like, I feel like they do things right. I feel like they're one of the last states here who are kind of, like, have morals, and they're standing up to kind of this woke culture or whatever. But is anyone in the chat from the floods and stuff going in Kentucky? You guys, or is your family safe? I know we've had a couple, my dad has his own business, and he has a couple employees who has family down there, and they're really struggling. We actually, our church just put together like a trailer to go down there, but that's something else. Is like, everyone is talking about these big events, but like, take care. Thanks to the live stream. All right, thank you so much, DC Prepper, for hopping in here and being a part of it. But that just, it's so important because first tornado, now a flood in Kentucky. I know, I feel so bad for that. Say, I don't know what it is. Woo! My husband, or my, no. Baby survival is playing with something that can break. It just goes to show, like, we're looking at all these big events, and people like to call, like, Peppers crazy, but you could have a flood or a tornado happen and you literally lose your entire house, or at least have damages and stuff, and then it's like, then what are you going to do? Like, preppers don't seem so crazy then to be, you know, prepared. Sorry, I'm going to have to pick up the baby. So, it just goes to show, like, prepping doesn't have to be because of, you know, an apocalypse or something. It can happen no matter what. So, are you getting tired? Do you want to say hi? Say hi, everybody. He did not take a good nap this morning, so we are quite grouchy. So, yeah. So, are we ready to go take a nap? I might have to hop off of here. What irks me is how people, I know, won't stock up and expect. Oh, yeah. Or, like, we've had, sorry, give me 1 second. Oh yeah, Alex, we've had our friend group come over, and so my husband's in plumbing, and we recently put in a new air conditioner because ours decided to die on us, and they helped take it down to our basement. That's where it was, and they saw some of our stocks, and they're like, oh, you know, if something happens, we'll just come here. And me and my husband just kind of looked at each other, and we're like, nice, but no. It's like people have gotten so dependent on the government or other people in our society. They don't know how to take care of themselves, and they just expect, you know, people to. And I don't think anyone, sorry, we're getting grouchy. I don't think anyone in our current society has really felt, and I know there's poverty here. I'm not saying that there's not, but I don't think there's food banks here. There's places you can go to get food. And I don't think anyone here has experienced true hunger. So I don't think they know how bad things can actually get if you don't have food and stuff, you know? Okay. Hold on, I got one more coming in. My brother's girlfriend has a family in Indiana near Gary. Okay, see, I'm North Indiana. We're about 10 minutes from the Michigan line, but I know where Gary's at, so we're kind of far from there, but that's cool. So, but as you guys can see, I'm gonna have to get off because somebody's ready for his nap. But this isn't terrible. I'm very an awkward person, and like obviously I need to like maybe have like topics ready or something so we can have something to discuss. But if this is something you guys would like me to do, I definitely will jump on more. But we got to go. Sam's tired. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let me know on your opinion in the comments what we've been talking about, and let me know if you want me to go live again, and maybe we can do that this week. So until then, say bye-bye. We're gonna go take a nap. Say bye-bye. See ya.